everyone, my name is Devashish and I welcome you all to this video. So in today's video, we're going to discuss about virtual functions in C++. So the first thing that I'm going to explain today is what is virtual function and how does virtual function look in memory when any C++ application is being executed. So let's get started. So here I have found a very useful diagram on the internet, and I'll try to quickly explain what's happening here. So the first class that you see here on the left side is class B, which is the base class. As you can see, the base class is having three functions in it: show, count, and save. Out of which this show and save function are virtual function. As you can see, this virtual keyword, and also we have a derived class called class D. As you can see, we are actually inheriting the base class B here, class D colon public B, and this derived class is also having a virtual function called virtual void another. The function name is another. And after that, we are actually creating two objects. The first object is for the base class and the second object is for the derived class. So now when actually you are creating these objects, let's try to understand how does it look inside memory. So suppose when you are creating the object of this base class in this way, b space objb, the memory manager will actually allocate the space for this particular class inside memory, and it will look something like this in memory. And the first element of that particular allocated memory will be having a pointer, which is known as the virtual function pointer, vtable pointer. The first element of that particular object will be vptr, or virtual function table pointer. So since this base class is having two virtual functions in it, the virtual function of this particular base class will have two pointer in it, and this particular pointer, which is the first element of this object, will be pointing to that virtual function table. As you can see, this blue arrow. And let's now move to the derived class. So we are creating an object for this derived class as well. So in the same manner, this is how the derived class object will look inside heap memory, and the first element of that particular object will be a pointer to the virtual function table. And as you can see, this blue arrow actually points to vtable for class D. And since we have inherited that class B into class D, this vtable layout also will be inherited. And since we have one new virtual function here, and that pointer will be added in class D's vtable. So now the class D's virtual function table will have three pointers: the inherited two pointer from class B and the new virtual function pointer, which was actually introduced in class B. So this is how this memory layout will look for this particular C++ code. So that's all I wanted to discuss in today's video. I hope it was able to bring some clarity about C++ virtual functions. So if you like the kind of content I upload on this channel, I request you to consider subscribing to this channel as well. So thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.